The feeling is a familiar one for so many of us. The grey, dreary days of winter finally seem to be loosening their grip. The promise of spring break shimmers on the horizon, like a much-needed oasis. It's a time for warmth, for fun, and for a brief but glorious escape from the daily routine. Students and families alike begin to dream of sunny beaches, exciting cities, or perhaps just a quiet retreat. The initial excitement of planning is infectious. You open your laptop, full of hope, searching flights and hotels, your dream just a few clicks away. Numbers on the screen seem impossibly high, a digital slap. The flight you saw a month ago has doubled in price. The charming hotel that looked so reasonable is now demanding a king's ransom for a simple room. This is the spring break price shock. It can make you wonder if a holiday is even possible. It can feel unfair, as if the entire travel industry has conspired against your well-earned break. The initial joy of planning quickly evaporates, replaced by a sense of frustration and disappointment. But please, don't let that initial shock put an end to your travel dreams. While it's true that spring break is one of the most expensive times to travel, it doesn't mean you are destined to overpay or stay at home. The key is understanding precisely why these prices soar, and then using that knowledge to your advantage. This isn't about finding some secret, magical loophole. It's about being a smarter, more informed traveler. There are simple, practical, and proven strategies that can help you navigate this expensive period and still have a wonderful, affordable holiday. This essay is designed to be your calm and clear guide through the noise. First, we will gently pull back the curtain and look at the main reasons why your spring break trip costs so much. We'll explain the simple economics of supply and demand in plain language, with no confusing jargon. Then, and most importantly, we will move into the solutions. We will provide a whole host of clever and practical tips, your new toolkit for planning a brilliant break without breaking the bank. With a little bit of planning and a dash of flexibility, you can turn that price shock into a pleasant surprise. The single biggest reason for the spring break price surge is demand. Across the country and in many parts of the world, schools, colleges, universities synchronize calendars. They close for a week or two in March and April. A massive, concentrated wave of people forms. Everyone wants to travel at the same time. Not just students partying on the beach, also families with school-aged kids tied to the academic calendar. This simultaneous exodus creates a perfect storm for the travel industry. Airlines, hotels, car rental agencies, tour operators, all businesses aiming to maximize revenue. They track these peak travel periods closely. For a few specific weeks, demand far exceeds available airplane seats and hotel rooms in sunny destinations. That imbalance gives them enormous pricing power. Classic supply and demand. When demand skyrockets and supply is fixed, prices go up. It isn't personal, it's business. Like trying to buy a popular toy before Christmas. A few months earlier, it sat on the shelf at a reasonable price. As the big day nears and every parent wants its shops, can charge much more. Same for your flight to Florida, your hotel in Mexico. Companies know many travelers have no choice because of school schedules. They adjust prices to capture the highest possible fare from this captive audience. This isn't new, it's happened for decades. The industry predicts these surges with pinpoint accuracy. They use historical data to forecast when the rush will start and end. They know which destinations will be popular and raise prices weeks or months ahead. So when you start your search, you're not just seeing a seat price, you're seeing a price shaped by competition from thousands vying for the same limited spots. Let's delve a little deeper into the concept of supply. An airline operates a specific number of flights to a destination each day. Each plane has a finite number of seats. Similarly, a hotel has a fixed number of rooms. This supply can't be increased quickly for a sudden spring break surge. You can't add floors to a hotel in a week or charter hundreds of planes at a moment's notice. Supply is rigid and limited, and it's the industry's most powerful tool for price control. When the booking window opens, the race begins. Early bookers snap up the cheapest seats and the most affordable rooms. As those sell, inventory shrinks and prices move to the next tier. Prices climb as departure approaches and seats or rooms dwindle. Imagine a pyramid of prices. Bottom, a tiny number of early bird fares. Above, standard economy fares. Next, more expensive, flexible fares. Top, eye-wateringly expensive last-minute tickets. During spring break, the bottom layers vanish almost instantly. Most travelers end up competing for pricier upper layers. Booking last minute during peak times is a recipe for financial pain. You're buying the last, most precious, and most expensive items on the shelf. Scarcity is amplified in top destinations. Cancun, Miami, the Bahamas, popular spots in California. A small town might still have availability, but famous beach resorts with perfect pools and 5-star reviews sell out months in advance. That competition lets even mid-priced hotels charge luxury rates. Because if you don't pay, the person behind you in the virtual queue will. For many people, especially those planning a family trip or a large group holiday, package deals seem like a fantastic solution. The idea of bundling flights, hotels, transfers, or activities into a single, simple transaction is very appealing. It reduces the stress of coordinating multiple bookings and often appears to offer good value. During peak times like spring break, large travel agencies and tour operators buy up huge blocks of airline seats, hotel rooms far in advance to create these packages. This practice adds another layer of pressure to the market. That's fewer rooms for independent travelers, and it can drive up prices. These group bookings often target the most desirable mid-range hotels, great pools, good locations, family-friendly amenities. This leaves independent travelers choosing very basic budget accommodation or extremely expensive luxury resorts. The packages themselves are a mixed bag. Some offer genuine savings, others are laden with restrictions and hidden costs. When popular package deals sell out, it creates urgency, FOMO, pushing people to book quickly before everything is gone, which fuels rising prices. One of the most frustrating aspects of booking travel during any busy period is the army of hidden fees and extra costs that can appear out of nowhere. You find a flight that seems like a bargain, you get excited, you proceed to the checkout page, and then the final price is much higher than advertised. These ancillary fees are the ghosts in the holiday machine. They've become a major revenue source for airlines and for hotels too. They lure you with a low base price, then add necessary extras. Baggage fees, checked luggage, baggage fees, carry-on, seat selection fees, priority boarding fees, fees for printing boarding passes at the airport, convenience fees for booking with a credit card. Each fee seems small, but together they can add hundreds of pounds. Hotels. The notorious resort fee, a mandatory daily charge, often not in the advertised price. Includes Wi-Fi, includes pool access, includes gym. In reality, it just makes the nightly rate look lower. Cleaning fees, especially for apartment rentals. Parking fees. Early check-in charges. Late checkout charges, local tourist taxes. These extras spike during high-demand periods, like spring break, because companies know travelers may accept a few extra charges. Be vigilant. Always read the fine print and check the total, all-in price. A flight £30 cheaper can end up £50 more after bag and seat fees. Now that we understand why prices are so high, let's talk about how to fight back. Your first and most powerful weapon is timing. For a peak travel period like spring break, booking early is almost always the best strategy. The cheapest airline seats sell out first. The cheapest hotel rooms sell out first. Plan several months in advance, ideally 3 to 6 months out. Grab low prices before demand, and algorithms drive them up. Don't wait until January to book your March getaway. Booking early has a small caveat. Flights. Sweet spot is 3 to 6 months. Hotels? Booking a year ahead can show high placeholder rates. Start monitoring prices early. Google Flights, Skyscanner. Set price alerts to get email notifications when fares drop. When a price fits your budget, be ready to act quickly. Good deals don't last long. Fly smart. Avoid the busiest travel days. Many spring breakers leave on Friday or Saturday and return on Sunday. Airlines price these peak days higher. Even a little flexibility can save a lot. Fly on Tuesday, or Wednesday, or Thursday, almost always cheaper. Shift your dates by 1 or 2 days to cut airfare. Use flexible dates search to compare across a week or month. Think beyond your main airport. Major cities often have multiple airports. Example: flying to London. Check Gatwick. Check Stansted. Check Luton. Don't just default to Heathrow. Beyond the timing of your booking, the single most important factor you can control is your own flexibility. The more adaptable you are, the more money you will save. This flexibility can apply to your destination, your dates, and your style of travel. If your heart is set on one specific hotel in South Beach, Miami, during the 3rd week of March, you are going to pay the maximum possible price. But if your goal is simply a warm, sunny, and affordable beach holiday, then a world of cheaper possibilities opens up. Consider being flexible with your destination. Perhaps a quieter spot on the Gulf Coast of Florida instead of Miami, or a charming coastal town in Portugal instead of the ever-popular Spanish islands. Use search tools like Skyscanner's Everywhere feature, where you can enter your home airport and your dates, and it will show you the cheapest places you can fly to. You might discover a hidden gem that you would never have considered otherwise, and at a fraction of the cost. If you can travel the week before or the week after the main rush, you will see prices drop dramatically. Even if you are locked into a specific week, a trip from Wednesday to the following Tuesday will nearly always be cheaper than Saturday to Sunday. And you still get your full week of holiday fun. Spring break travel can be expensive, but it doesn't have to be a source of financial stress. High prices result from a massive surge in demand. By understanding this, you can plan your counter strategy. Be flexible with your dates and destination. Book early using price tracking tools. And avoid hidden fees by reading the fine print. The smart planning continues with packing. Check your airline's baggage allowance carefully. Pack light to avoid expensive excess baggage fees. If you can manage with just a carry-on, you will save money and time at the airport. For families, consider a lightweight suitcase and use packing cubes to maximize space. Next, plan for your on-the-ground expenses. The cost of food can quickly add up. If you're in self-catering accommodation, plan breakfasts and a few simple meals. In a hotel, bring cereal bars or instant coffee to cut breakfast costs. Research local supermarkets near your accommodation. When exploring, look for restaurants a few streets off the main tourist drag. They're often more authentic and much cheaper. Instead of expensive organized tours, use public transport to explore like a local. Many cities offer multi-day transit passes that are excellent value. Look for free activities, a day at the beach, a beautiful park, a historic neighborhood. If you have a student ID, always ask for a discount. Spend on a few key experiences that really matter to you. These simple choices empower you to take control. You can and will have that wonderful, relaxing break you deserve without the lingering dread of a price shock. In today's world, travel prices are not set by a person sitting in an office manually updating a spreadsheet. They are controlled by incredibly powerful and complex computer programs known as dynamic pricing algorithms. These systems are the unseen puppet masters of the travel industry, constantly adjusting prices in real time based on a torrent of data. They work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. their sole purpose being to sell every seat and every room for the highest possible price the market will bear. This is why you can check a flight price in the morning and find it has changed by the afternoon. These algorithms analyze a mind-boggling number of factors simultaneously. The most important factor, as we've discussed, is demand. The system tracks how many people are searching for a specific flight or hotel, how many seats or rooms are left, and how quickly they are being sold. If it detects a sudden spike in searches for flights from New York to Orlando for the third week of March, it will instantly begin to nudge the prices for those flights upwards. It's a responsive system designed to capitalize on every flicker of interest. But it goes much deeper than that. The algorithms also look at historical booking patterns. They know from years of past data that flights on a Friday afternoon before a holiday weekend are always in high demand, so they are priced higher from the very start. They also factor in competitor pricing, concerts, festivals, the price of fuel, even the day of the week you are searching. Some studies have suggested that prices can even be influenced by the type of device you are using to search, assuming that someone on a newer smartphone might have a higher budget. This sophisticated technology means that the price you are quoted is highly personalized and incredibly fluid. It is not a fixed price tag like you would find on a can of beans in the supermarket. It is a calculated figure, tailored to that exact moment in time, based on a huge array of variables. This can feel frustrating and opaque to us as consumers, as if we are playing a game where the rules are constantly changing. However, understanding that this system exists is the first step toward learning how to work around it. By being flexible with your search patterns, dates, and destinations, to avoid triggering the algorithm's price hiking mechanisms.